He's an old man. This is the old man cat. Old man cat. His name is Cat. He doesn't like to look at the camera, as most cats do. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Xstitch and Chill. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back, spending some stitchy time with me, and checking on my progress. And if you're new here, my name is Kelsey, and this channel is all about cross-stitching and the chill things that I do while I'm stitching, watching TV, listening to books, things like that. So I thought about doing just like a separate video for like retreat recap and everything, but I don't really have a lot of stitching to share. So I figured I'd just roll it all into one here. So we'll do a little bit of a retreat recap, a stitching update, and then I have some plans, and I have a lot of haul. And the hauls towards the end, I'll show you everything that I got from the retreat for table gifts, things I bought and everything. I'll save that towards the end, so if you're interested and you want to listen to that, you can stay. If you don't care about it, then you can go. Also, I wanted to give a really big thank you to all of you guys. I said I wanted to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am now well past 2,000 subscribers. I think last time I checked it was like 2,030 or something. So thank you so much. It really, I really appreciate that so many people want to listen to me yammer about what I'm working on. I have been told a few times now that my voice is very soothing, which I think it's crazy, but I do my best. So I hope I put you to sleep. So thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you'll get to see all the updates on all of my crazy projects. Quick reminder before we get into all of the fun stuff, I do have a spreadsheet that is linked in the description that has all of my projects in it and what they're being stitched on and all the information. So if I forget to say something, you can find it there. So recently I went to the When You Wish Upon a Stitch retreat, which was hosted by the Cross-stitchsociety. Her name's Shan Carroll. I think it's Carol. But Shan put on the retreat, and it was so much fun. It was in California, in Anaheim, just like a couple blocks away from Disneyland, and we had a really great time. I remember, like, okay, so we signed up for this retreat, my mom and I, like, I don't know, October of 2023, because we waited more than a year to go to the retreat, and it was my first retreat, and it was so much fun. It was a really great time. I think as a retreat, it was everything that I thought it was going to be and everything that I wanted it to be. And I think we just had a really great time. And I think we'll definitely go back or go to a different retreat, or we'll be doing them. My mom even was like, "Thanks for inviting me. That was actually super fun." And she got way more stitching done than I did, because I was there to make friends and she was there to get stitching done. So yeah, she's got a lot of updates and things. But as far as the retreat, we got to sit with a bunch of stitchers from Southern California. They're called the sewxtrastitchers, and they have a couple different like groups, and they meet monthly or something. So it was really great to like meet them face to face. A lot of them I was already following on Instagram and things, so that was super fun to sit with them. I also got to sit with the alchemiststitcher, Anna is her name, and she had messaged me on my last FlossTube and was like, "Can I sit at your table?" I was like, "Yes, you can totally sit at my table." And yeah, so she was super fun to sit with and watch her. She's doing like these huge full coverages that she brought with her, and I was like, "Girl, you crazy. I brought one, but like not my big ones." So that was fun to get to see like people's progress throughout the day and see what people were working on. Everything was so beautiful, and yeah, like walking around and being weird, being like, oh, I see you're working on this. I see you're working on that. It was funny because like sometimes I would see people like post on Instagram and I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're here. And like I have to go find them and talk to them. But there was one stitcher working on the tarot, nostalgia tarot from the Witchy Stitcher that I'm also working on, and she's far and above where I'm at. She has the whole frame stitched and she has several of the cards stitched. And the last night she had it like laid out on a table and took a picture and posted it. And I was like, how did I miss somebody working on this giant project? And I didn't get to see it like in person and in real life. And I talked to her the next day because we all went to Disneyland the next day. So I got to kind of talk to her about it and everything. And it was super cool. It's huge. So it was really cool to see somebody a lot further along than me. So that was cool, and get to like talk to them and see like, okay, well, where's the weird spots and where's this? And so, yeah, it was really cool. I got to meet Shelly, It's Only Stitching. She was sitting at the table next to us. She's frequenter here on X Stitch and Chill YouTube channel. And we got to play a bunch of games, not a ton of games, which I thought was nice. Like the core thing was to be stitching and socializing with other stitchers and enjoying that part of it, and shopping. But I think that there was a perfect amount of games. So we did like a scavenger hunt with your table. That was fun. And then we did we played trivia, cross-stitch trivia, and we did a Disney trivia too. Well, I think it was like kind of both. It was like cross-stitch and Disney trivia. We played this game, Left, Right, Center, LRC. If you've ever played it, it's a dice game, and they play a lot of, I've played with my family a few times, like with quarters, like when the big extended families all together, we'll play with quarters, so everybody needs like 75 cents to start, and or $1, I don't know, but they played with floss, so it was really cool. You had your 3 skeins of floss, and then it all went into a pot, so when you roll a center, you have to put your floss in the pot, basically, and then you pass them left and right, and then by the end of it, there's just a huge pile of floss in the middle, and whoever is the last one with the skein in their hand wins everything. So somebody walked away with a large stash, and some people were putting fancy flosses in there. It wasn't all DMC and stuff, so it was a good haul for them, but I did not win. We also played like a Disney song bingo. So like she would play a song, and then you'd have to find that song. First you had to know what song it was, and then you had to find it on your sheet and mark it off. And it should have been named that tune, because within like the first 3 notes, I was like, oh, I know what this one is. Mark it on my bingo. Oh, I know what this one is. Mark it on my bingo. And then I didn't even get a bingo. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but it's fine. It was still really fun to do. And yeah, we had a really, really fun time at the retreat. Shan put on a really great retreat. So next year, if you see anything about it, definitely check it out. She has some other retreats. Earlier in the year, she did a Witchy Stitcher Universal Monsters retreat. So that was at Universal Studios, well, near there. And then they went to Universal one day. And then she does also have one coming up next year. I can't remember when it is. I want to say it's in June, but I don't know if that's right. But it's in Detroit, and it's another Witchy Stitcher one. So if you're interested in those, definitely check it out. She's going to do a Disney one next year. So follow the CrossStitchsociety on Instagram so you can hear about those. It was really fun. It was a good time. the last day, so it was stitching on Thursday night, then Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday was Disneyland day. So not everybody went. A lot of the Southern California people were like, yeah, we're good. So but a large group of us went. We have a photo of all of us in front of the castle, but like we didn't really hang out all together a bunch. Like we saw each other and we were like, oh, that was fun. Okay, bye. And yeah, it was cool to see everybody at Disney and having fun and everything. But my mom and I pretty much hung out the whole day, just the two of us, and we went on every ride that we wanted to go on. We did Disneyland on Sunday, and then Tuesday we did California Adventure, and we got to ride everything we wanted to. We like the big crazy rides. So we did get a virtual queue for the Haunted Mansion, which they've changed into Nightmare Before Christmas. And that was really cool. They only had a virtual line for it, so you had to get a virtual line spot and then you had to wait. And my phone was dying, and I have like a battery brick that I brought with me because I thought I might need it. And I did need it, but did I bring it to the park with me? Of course not. So yeah, my phone's dying and it's almost our turn. And so we like stood by the line, and then we were like talking to another group next to us, and we're like, what number are they on? Because our phone's dying. We can't check because you need the phone to show them the ticket. So it was like, I was like screenshotting them to my mom just before my phone died, but it made it. I made the phone and everything. So it was a good time. But and then we got lucky in California Adventure because we were waiting in line for the Incredicoaster, and somebody was like, oh, is it just the two of you? Because we can take 6 people on our fast pass. And there was only 3 of them. And we're like, yeah. And so we basically just walked onto the ride, and that was awesome because the line was like an hour long. I've been to Disney World a lot more than Disneyland, but the nice thing about Disneyland is it's small. Like if you're like, okay, I need a break, we can just like walk out and go to downtown Disney and get food. That's not $16 chicken nuggets. It's just, don't get me wrong, they're delicious. But everything tastes better in a Disney park, right? I got my mom addicted to Starbucks. She had her little strawberry acai refresher like every day. So we had Starbucks breakfasts most mornings. But yeah, it was really fun. Definitely will go again. So yeah, and I got to meet so many fun people. I'm not going to be able to mention all of them because I'm not going to remember all of them. Because there's already a couple where I'm like, oh, what was her name? I did get to meet Marsha of atomicmarsha. I've been following her on Instagram, and we've chatted on Instagram, so that was really cool. That was one of the people that I didn't know she was there until she posted a picture, because she got a finish, and so she posted a picture of her with her finish at the retreat, and I was like, oh hey, I know you. So that was fun. So yeah, I will show you all of the things that I got later on in the video because it's a lot. Just like a lot of like little things like that people brought for like table gifts and stuff. And then I did buy a few things, just a few. It was good. There's a cat right here. He usually doesn't show up. What you doing, bud? You want to come see the people? You can sit with me. You can sit with me. We'll hang out. All right, so moving on to the very small stitching progress I have. I pretty much stitched at the retreat, and then I didn't stitch. And I stitched on just things I worked on at the retreat when I got home. So yeah, fun. So first of all, I got a finish. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it because I was so excited. I couldn't wait. But I finished arranging cacti. We're gonna move, cat. We're gonna move. We're gonna move. Okay. So I finished arranging cacti, which is a pattern by Ink Circles. And you can probably hear the purring. And yeah, I'm really excited how it turned out. I haven't ironed it or anything because Let's be honest, I'm never going to iron it. But it looks pretty. And yeah. So I did this on a linen. This is my first project on linen. It's a 32 count linen from Picture This Plus, and it's called Hibiscus. And then I use the Call for Cotton Color Works threads. So I'm a big called for fan because I don't really like to change things too much. But I stitched it 2/1, so that was new for me as well. And yeah, it's done. It's beautiful. I'm very excited. I did enjoy stitching on linen. Am I a linen convert? Maybe. I will definitely do more projects on linen, and I feel a lot better about doing like a fancy lady or something on linen. So yeah, I'm excited. It just kind of like opens up a whole new world of things. But yeah, that is Arranging Cacti by Ink Circles. And then I have a new start. I got one in every category. I got a finish, I got a start, and I got a whip. So this is my new start because I needed a retreat start and I wanted to start my Christmas stuff. Yes, you're a very good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. And so I started I'll Be Home for Christmas Advent. And it is by Modern Folk Embroidery. And it's this beautiful snowy scene, and then there's an alligator calendar on the bottom. And I just love it. It's so beautiful. So here is where I made my start. So I started this at the retreat. It's really hard to move with a cat in your lap. So I started this at the retreat and did mostly like these snowflakes, and then since I've been home, I've been working on this big snowflake. So yeah, working on the snowflakes, and I can tell how massive this project is going to be. This cat, he must need something because he's not usually this affectionate to me. So yeah, this is my start, and I am undecided as to if I'm going to stitch the Advent part. This fabric is big enough. It's a Zweigart navy blue in 18 count. I think it's big enough for it if I decide to do it, but I'm starting at the top and I'm going to work my way down, and then when I get down to the bottom, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I feel like you guys just need some like ASMR. This cat purring. He has a loud purr. He's a pretty loud purr. Yeah, he's a pretty loud purr. So Advent calendar part, I don't know if I'm going to do it. And then, but I did think about it, and I was like, oh, it would be kind of cute to do like a dowel finish with like the little string that hangs it up, and do like a pretty gold string ribbon something, kind of like how Hoops and Crosses does her finish. How she finished her elf stitch along last year, and how they're probably going to finish the Home Alone one this year, which I'm not doing, but I do like how she finished it. There's like little pom-poms on the bottom and stuff, and then get like a magnet so that you can like move for the Advent. So I don't know, we'll see. Kitty. So that was my finish and my start. Now on to my whip. So I took this one with me to, so these are like the only 3 projects I worked on at the retreat. So I took this one with me to the retreat, which is really cool because a lot of people who do watch my FlossTube were like excited to see it. They're like, oh, so glad you brought that one. I was really excited to see it. So yeah. He's got like a wet face. What? What is it? I'm trying to talk to the people. Yeah, I'm talking to the people. I know, you're a good boy. So, cat is a big distraction today. So I did work on Deathly Hollows. I worked on finishing the page that I was on before, like I'll show you what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And then I moved the hoop. So I took this really crappy picture when I moved the hoop because I wanted to put the hoop in my suitcase instead of packing it in my backpack, because after all of the like stuff I bought and everything, it was just too much. So I wanted to put it in the so I took it out of the hoop and folded it up because I knew I wouldn't work on it on the plane. The flight's really short, so like it's not worth like getting something out. And so I ended up taking it out. I took this crappy picture and then I was like, before I put it back in the hoop to stitch on it again, I will take a better picture. And I got it out and I was showing my husband and I was like, look how beautiful it is and everything. And I laid it down on the couch to admire it and forgot to take a picture. So, sorry. But I have been eating my vegetables and stitching the black on here. So I did get a good chunk of death done over here. So this is just, I was wanting to use the floss. So, I mean, this is still all black. There's like there's 6 stitches of dark blue, but yeah, this is all black, and then there's still a bunch of black down here to do. So I think I did like almost 600 stitches of black the other day, and there's still like 5,000 more to go. I don't know. Technically this is like 2 pages, the black, so yeah. Okay, so that's the only 3 projects I've been working on since I left for the retreat. I should probably get some others out, you know. We'll be leaving next week for Thanksgiving. We'll be just going up to the mountains, so I will be bringing something to stitch up there. I don't know what. I'll probably bring a few things, but yeah, it will be fun. So yeah, that is all of the stitch updates. So just a quick update on sewing projects I've been doing, because I'm new hyper focus is sewing. My mom and I went to a sewing shop the other day and they had like all these machines out and you could like try all these machines, and they had like free arms for quilting and like all this, and it was like and then we looked at how much they cost and it was like but it was fine. And yeah, we had a good day. So I'll do more in-depth videos about my sewing in a different video. So, but I just wanted to pop in here and give you guys an update. I am working on this Hexie cookie quilt that I found online on YouTube. And it just uses strips. And I got some pretty cheap Christmas stuff. I'm not entirely confident it's cotton. So, yeah. But anyway, so I cut them into triangles. So I sewed the strips together in pairs. And then I used this double triangle ruler. You can't see it, but use this double triangle ruler to cut them into triangles. And now I am sewing half hexies with the triangles. So they look kind of like this. And then there'll be like another one right here. Let me see if I can find a different one. Here we go. So then they'll be sewn like that. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, they'll get sewn together like that. And then on the next strip, they'll match up with their other half. So then they will look like a hexagon, kind of like that. So yeah, and then there'll be a bunch of them, and it will make a quilt one day. This one's like fraying like crazy. I have some fray check. Quilting is a long process. It's just like, okay, I gotta cut it. Okay, now I have to iron it. And now I have to sew it together. And now I have to iron it. And then I have to sew this together. And then I have to iron it. And it's just a lot. But I'm enjoying making it. I'm also going to attempt to make some gift bags. So I got some fabric the other day. So I got this one. Is that, no, see, there you go. I got this one. And I also got this little gingerbread house one. I got a receipt. Yeah, I got this gingerbread house. I don't know how she folded these, but yeah, so I got these gingerbread house one. Super cute. And then I also got this one with little dogs. So yeah, I will make some. I'm sure I will mess up on some. So I got plenty of fabric to do it. And then I got this fabric, or this craft cord, to do the drawstring part of it. My husband also wants me to make a fancy bag for one of their gifts for our daughter. We needed a family activity because we're becoming roommates who just do our own things. And so we're like, okay, we need something that we can all do together. We don't have to go anywhere. If it's cold, it doesn't matter. So we decided we would try to play Dungeons and Dragons. Our daughter really likes like making up stories and characters and things like that. So we thought maybe she would like it. I have never played. I don't really know much about it. I know that there's dice involved and you go on adventures, and that is about the extent of my knowledge. And my husband knows very little more than that. So we don't really know what we're doing, but I will be making a little dice bag and a little gift bag to put all the stuff in. And yeah, fingers crossed it goes well. If you play Dungeons and Dragons and you know anything about it and how we can make it easier to learn how to play, because I got the the rule book. It's like huge and very thorough. So like if you have any suggestions for like, okay, just jump in and learn how to do it. I know my daughter is not going to have the patience to do all of that. So we're going to try to learn as much as we can so we can make it like fun and like not feel like a slog to get into it. We wanted to like get into it and it be fun, and this is our activity together. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Help me. I know on like the D&D Beyond website or something, they have like a character generator. So, and you can do like a couple for free. So we might definitely do that. And I know you can like buy quests from people, but it's hard to tell like what they are, how long they're going to take, things like that. So any suggestions, I would love to hear them, please. Dear God, help me out. I also got a bunch of hexagons done. I took like 45 of them to Florida. Maybe more than 45. Maybe I took 60. I think I took 60 to Florida and I got most of them done. So yeah, not Florida. I took them to California. So yeah, I took most of my hexies to California. I took like 60 and then I stitched a bunch of them. Just, you know, one night watching TV when it's like, okay, I've been cross stitching all day, but I still want to do something with my hands kind of situation. Okay, so that is all the stitchy stuff I have to talk about besides haul. So if you're interested in learning about the haul, stay with me. I'm going to do the things that I bought first, and then the things, well, scratch that. I'm going to do the things that we were gifted for the retreat, from the actual like retreat thing, our little bags and stuff. And then I'm going to talk about things I bought, and then I'll talk about table gifts. So if you want to just see the things I bought and the things we got with the retreat, then yeah, do that. I have to take a little break because I need to like organize the haul stuff. I couldn't, it's a lot. So give me a minute and I will be back. Okay, I've organized I've organized. It still feels like a mess, but I basically just like shoved everything into the bag that I got. So I had to pull it all out and decide if I remember who they're from and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna start with the goodies that we got from the retreat. This is on top, so we got name tags and where we are from, and then people brought these ribbons in, so like you just kind of like stick them down and down and down. So mine say, live in the dream, what happens here stay here, plays well with others, and I have many whips. So yeah, those are the ones I collected over time. Super fun. We also got a little sticker for the Cross Stitch Society. No, it wants to focus on my hand, but anyway, yeah, little sticker. And then we got this adorable needle minder / name tag. So it looks like the Disney ones that they wear at the park. Super cute with the name on them. I love it. Me and my mom were both like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. It's so cute. So yeah, love the needle minder. Then we got fabric from liveanddyela, and this is a 16 count Aida, and it's called Anaheim Skies. So I'll pull it out. So this is like a retreat exclusive, if you will. And it's got, I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it's like blue, and then it's got a little bit of purple in there. Hide my face. So yeah, super pretty. And we got this fabric to go, and this floss. So I went with the toil option. I feel like I'm missing some of these. I don't know. I went with the toil option. So these are all the colors that go with the pattern, which the pattern is Mickey's Fun Wheel, and it was by Abby Sue Designs. So yeah, it's a really really cute little Mickey. It's like what's on the Ferris wheel at California Adventure. So and then we got all this stuff in a project bag from blackcatxstitchery. So it's a vinyl front. Mine has a bunch of villains on it. I actually traded with my mom. I had one with like princesses on it, and she decided she wanted the princesses, and I decided that I wanted the villains. So yay. And yeah, this is from the blackcatxstitchery. So really nice project bag. This is my first project bag. I actually don't have any real project bags. Believe it or not, I just have the little mesh ones from Amazon. So yeah, I'm feeling extra fancy now. So those, and then we also got a shirt, and we took pictures in all the shirts. So yeah, that was all the things. And the shirt was printed by whatrudoinstudio. So she is one of the people who does a lot of the prints for the sewxtrastitchers and stuff. She makes cross stitch shirts. She also does patterns and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, and I will link all of these people in the description. So don't worry, I am here to enable you. Okay, so now things that I bought. So like I said, Shan had done, through the Cross Stitch Society, she had done the Witchy Stitcher retreat, which was back in April. And she had a little bit of some of the things left from it, like some extra fabric, shirts, magnets, things like that. So I did get a needle minder, and it is the Cone of Doom. So Cone of Doom, if you don't know, is the giant cone of DMC 310. And yeah, he's like a little monster. So it's, I love it. So obviously I had to buy that. And then I was like, I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just going to buy this little needle minder and that's going to be it. And I was wrong. So liveanddyela was there, and I'm starting to become a sucker for hand-dyed fabrics. Even though I do a lot of full coverage, but I feel like lately I've been kind of like gravitating towards big projects, but like not full coverage. So I got some. The first one I got is a 32 count linen. Look at me already committing to the linen game. And this one is called Stormy Gray. So it's like a bluey green mottled situation. Very pretty. So I don't have plans for any of these, but I like them. And then I got this one is called Parchment, and it is a Lugana 25 count Lugana, and I got a big one of this. I guess I got the same size. I got half a yard on, or quarter, a fat quarter. So this is Parchment, and it looks really good. I'm excited. I think I might use this one for the flowers from Charlie's official store that I was going to do with the pillow, instead of what I had bought online that I didn't really like the color. I feel like this is more of the color that I was looking for. It's a little more peachy than brown, and a little more peachy than like gray. So yeah, I like that one. So I bought those two pieces of fabric, and then because you know it's all right there and it's right there for you, so you can't just like pass things up, right? So also from liveanddyela I got this floss, which is called First Signs. Again, I have no plans for it, but it's pretty. It's like a blue, white, mint kind of variegated thread. So maybe I'll get like a little long dog or something to put on it, or a little. And yeah, super pretty. I really like that one too. And then she was giving away little like ends, you know, that like aren't quite long enough to do anything. And I don't remember what this colorway was, but it's like purples and greens and blues, and it's super pretty. So yeah, I bought those. That's all I bought. And then my mom bought me a pattern, and it's probably like my first paper pattern actually. And then I am going to the eye doctor in a couple weeks, so I will go to the stitching store to kit this one up. But it is the Artsy Housewife Mellow Yellow, and I think I've seen somebody doing this one, or I saw it on her Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's so pretty. So thanks Mama X Stitch and Chill for getting this for me. And it is Sew Extra was the one selling the patterns. So I got it from Sew Extra, who was like, she was there to like stitch and everything, and then her daughter was there to help run her store there, and they're like, I was picking their brains about Disneyland things because they have like passes and they live there and they go all the time. So I was like, okay, how do we do this to be efficient? So yeah, they were super cool to see and talk to. And then there was a freebie table. And I got this little corner bookmark thing. Ugh. So it's got some lace on it, which I'm not in love with. I might just pull that off, but yeah. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to stitch some kind of like little bookmark or something. And then I got, this was actually put on there by someone who was sitting at my table, Kimberly. And this is, what's it called? It's Calico Crossroads Iris Window Garden. So I just thought it was pretty. And it actually kind of goes with my mellow yellow. They're a little similar. So yeah, love it. Got that from the freebie table. And then I got this magazine from the freebie table. The Cross Stitcher magazine from February. Yes, February 2024, Cross Stitcher magazine. But like a bunch of it's pulled out. Like there's these houses on the back and they were ripped out. I'm a little sad about it. And then there was another pattern, and the lady sitting next to me, Susan, who was also, where is it? I think there's a picture of it. Susan, who was sitting next to me, she's the one that handed it over to me. She's like, I just want this one pattern. So she tore it out and then gave me the rest. But I don't know if it's in there. It was like a Valentine's Day kind of stitch. It said like love on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's in here anymore. But I want to do these little, I took it, the rest of it, because I liked these little cactus letters. Thought they were super cute. And then I also really like this pillow. Let's see if I can find it quickly. There's a pillow in here that's pretty. I mean, they made it a pillow, but like, I don't have to make it a pillow, but I do like it. Where is it? Is it in the back? It's probably like the last page. Or maybe it was at the front. Hold on, hold on. Please hold. Oh, that's that one. I know it's in here, but in any case, it's this little pillow on the bottom. So it looks like shells. And yeah, that one is super cute. So that's what I got from the freebie table. Which, if you don't know, a freebie table is just like a table at a retreat where people bring stuff that they don't want or they've used and they want to pass it along, and you just go shopping on the freebie table and take whatever you want. So yeah, it was really nice. Okay, so these are all of the gifts that I got. So a couple people sitting at our table gave us gifts. MJ, she was from Chicago, I think, and she had flown out, and it was her first time at Disneyland, and she had a blast. I talked to her for a little bit while we were taking our picture. And she gave us a little scissor fob. I'll pull it out. Just a little heart. Scissor fob. Very cute. So there's that, and then I'm gonna try to keep this organized here. I got another like scissor fob little keychain with 2024 and like a little Mickey on it. From, I don't know who this was from. I feel like sometimes people would just like walk by and like put something on the table and then disappear and not actually talk to you. So I was like, oh, thanks. So I'm sorry if I don't personally shout you out. Then this is another like little finishing charm. Again, from somebody who was just like, here, take one, and then left. So it's little Mickey Mouse ears. And 2024, I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, that one. Then Sew Extra, who I bought well, Mom bought the, she's going to be very, that they're actually like make more, but people were excited about it. So yeah, this way. Okay. And then I got the woman sitting next to me. Her name was Susan. She was very fun and a good time. We had a good time. And she is one of the SoCalStitchers, but she gave away these like rings, and then they have little scissors on them, like these little tiny baby scissors. And then she also gave me some floss, but I used the floss for LRC. So sorry, Susan, but you know, it was for a good cause. Let's see, Kimberly was sitting at my table, and she does finishing for people. So if you, I'll put her information in the description, but she gave us all a little charm, little finishing charm. This one's really tiny. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but and then also I'm pretty sure she gave us this needle minder too. So we got to like pick a color. I obviously went with mint because okay, moving on. Atomicmarsha I said was there, and she gave me this cute little needle minder. It says "Feeling Stabby" on it. Love it. I have so many needle minders and scissors now. I'm like, oh gosh, scissors, needle minders, scissors, needle minders. Let's see. I don't remember who this is from, but they made these cute little like keychain things, scissor fob keychains out of DMC. So that one's super cute. And this is another scissor fob that I don't know who gave it to me, but it has a little seahorse at the bottom. And losing the light. It's getting dark. And then Anna, Alchemy Stitcher, she gave our table, she's like, everybody was so very generous with their table gifts. So she gave us in this little bag. So Alchemy Stitcher, she is, she's a chemist. That's like her job. So she gave us all like kind of like, that's why she's called Alchemy Stitcher. The Alchemy Stitcher, Alchemist Stitcher, Alchemy. I'll tag her. She has a FlossTube as well. She does a lot of full coverage projects and is just an all around awesome person. So I had a good time chatting with her at the retreat. But she gave us this little needle minder. And it's a little bottle, and you probably can't see, but it's got like scissors and a bobbin and some things in it. And this is from Stitchonomy. maybe is what it is. Stitchonomy makes a lot more sense than little scissor covers, which I need in my life because I only have like a little cover for one pair of my scissors. So yeah, she gave us 2 of these, so that was very nice of her. And it was fun to sit with all of these people. I don't remember who gave these out, but somebody was just like, oh, take one and pass it down. And they are Brooks Books dress up collection patterns. So I chose Ariel because growing up she was my favorite princess, and the dress was not like humongous. Yeah, I'm excited to do this one. Again, a really nice little table gift for everybody. This is going to be, maybe this is like a warm-up for a fancy lady, because it's like, yeah, it's like got a lot of Kreinik, it's got a lot of beads, it's got, yeah, it's got a lot on it. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. Yeah, so that I got from somebody, I don't remember who. Again, I'm terrible. I'm sorry if you're watching this. Tag yourself. Share, help me out. Let's see. And then Shelly from It's Only Stitching gave me a couple things. The first thing she gave me was a project bag that she made. And it's super little, it's a little Disney one. It's got lots of little Disney movies on it. Super cute. Really nice. So now I have 2 real project bags. Look at me go. And then she also gave me this little frog. He's a frog. He's like a little crocheted frog. A lot of the people had frogs because they were like, oh, if you have a frog on the table, then you don't have to frog as much. Like it keeps the frog away. So that was kind of fun. She also gave me this tape measure that has a little like crochet. I don't know if it's knit or crochet. I'm terrible about that. Little measuring tape. Just cute. And then, oh, take them out of the paper. Another pair of scissors. These ones are rose gold. I love rose gold. So yeah. Yay. So many things. And then I have to give a shout out to somebody, and so we were both talking the last night about how we reminded each other of people we knew. So she's like, oh yeah, you totally remind me of this person. I'm like, you totally remind me of this person. And now I can't remember her actual name. I feel really bad. But I need to give her a shout out because she was giving me nerd gummy clusters. Like she was my crack dealer. She would just come up and be like, hey, here's some more. Here's some more. I love nerd gummy clusters. They are delicious. They are amazing. They are the best candy ever made. And then they're really little, so they're very dangerous, but delicious. Whoever made up with that candy deserves like 10 gold stars. So yeah, she was passing them along when she was sitting next to me when we were playing LRC. So she had like a huge bag of it, and I was like, so yeah, shout out to her. If you're watching, put your name down there so I can remember it. I want to say it started with a C, but I could be way off. So I was like, oh, it's the California versions of Kelly. So, her name was not Kelly, not even close to Kelly. So yeah. Anyway, that is all of the things that I got at the retreat. So it was quite a bit of stuff. It was super, super fun. Okay, this is getting long, so we're gonna get through it. Future plans. So I last video was asking people what Chrysabug stitch I should start from that are charted by Thread Geeks, and I got a lot of mixed reviews. So right now I'm going between Freya, it looks like this, and Underworldly Romance, because Freya was one that my husband and my daughter both liked. So I was like, okay, I'll definitely do that one. And then Underworldly Romance is just pretty. So those are my two choices right now that I'm deciding between. I'm leaning a little bit towards Freya because she doesn't have a background. And then I do want to do a Fancy Lady next year. And my husband's leaving in his race car, if you can hear it. So I do want to start a Fancy Lady next year. And I've had my eye on Mermaid Perfume for a while. I just really like it, and like the flowiness and the movement of it. And then the other one is, and that one's by Mirabilia. And the other one I've been looking at is from Pinky the Pink, which is makeitpink.net is her website. And Crafting Gaming Jamie just finished her Kita one, and it's gorgeous and beautiful. It took her a long time, but it is very nice. And then but I really liked that, so I had looked on her page, and I've been looking a bunch, and I have so many that I like, but I think I've narrowed it down, and if I do stitch one of those, it would be Megara. I always really liked her and Hercules, and I liked her song stuff, so yeah. That was a good one. So yeah, I might do those. And then I just have plans to stitch. Like I have some time off. I actually have a lot of work, but it's mostly like show up, do something, leave, and don't have to worry about it afterwards. So that's nice. But yeah, so I have a lot of other things to do, but yeah, I'm very excited to just keep stitching. And eventually I will, towards the end of the year or maybe the beginning of next year, I don't know, I'm going to have like an end of the year whip parade and talk about maybe like 2025 goals. I don't usually set them, so maybe I'll try this year and see how it goes. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, I don't have a ton of chill things, but I'll just mention them really fast. I finished the Unhoneymooners on the plane to California, and I didn't realize that it was like an Audible like exclusive. So like it's only an audiobook. It's not a physical book that you can buy. So that's why it was so good with like all the voices and the background and everything. And it was really great. And then, you know, I was thinking about it and I was like, there's no like narration during these like conversations and stuff. And it's because that's how it was supposed to be. So yeah, if you want to listen to that one, it was really great. Super cute. And then I started Heir of Fire, which I didn't really listen to my audiobook while I was in California. And so my time has gone down. And so I still have like 6 hours to listen to. And it's due back in 5 days or something like that. So I am trying to plow through Heir of Fire, which is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. My sister's reading the actual physical book. And obviously I have already like passed her. So, but this is the last one that my library has of the audiobooks. The other one that she has is The Assassin's Blade, which is like a novella kind of like between series. So that's the only audiobook left that my library has of this series. So I might have to like actually read a book. Not that I don't love reading books. It's just, I love multitasking. I love being able to listen to the book and get to like do the other things that I like to do, because I listen to it while I sew, I listen to it while I'm stitching and everything. I don't know. So yeah, I desperately need to finish that before the library takes it away from me. I know like some people like turn off their internet so that they can keep it, but I cannot turn the internet off on my phone. I need like a separate device, but I feel like my phone's always with me, so that's why I always have it on there, so I can always listen to it. But anyway, so I said I didn't really like listen to my audiobook in California very much because me and my mom were watching TV. I watched Dancing with the Stars, which my mom loves, and I'm like, eh. It was entertaining. It was really great. The great thing about hotels is that there's not really that many choices, so you end up just watching something. So we did watch a lot of Shark Tank. A lot of them were pretty old episodes, but I do love Shark Tank. It's super fun. And yeah, so we were like watching stuff at night, or just falling into bed and crashing. Yeah, we got a lot of relaxing done as well as fun things done. We sat up by our hotel had a rooftop pool, but it was too cold to swim in the pool for us. There were people in the pool. So we sat up there and stitched one day, and that was really nice. And we also watched Great British Baking Show. I am behind still, but I haven't really done a lot of TV watching since I got home. I've been listening to this book that I'm trying to finish before I have to give it back. And then there's lots of movies coming out that I'm excited about. I am a big Wicked fan. I went and saw it with the original cast on Broadway when I was in high school, and that was just the coolest thing ever. Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. I think we didn't have the original Fiero. I think Fiero was an understudy, but I did get to see the main two. So that was really cool, and I'm excited to see it. I did see some, like a meme saying like, oh, don't go opening weekend because it's just going to be a bunch of people like who didn't make it after high school theater, and they're all going to be singing along. So maybe I'll wait. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited about that one. And then there's a Jack Black movie. My daughter loves Jack Black movies. I know. She really liked School of Rock. She watched it when she was sick, like 4 times. So when we saw it, we're like, oh, she would like this one, because it is like PG-13 and everything. And it's called Dear Santa, but Jack Black is actually Satan, and the kid writes a letter to him thinking he wrote it to Santa, but then he realizes that he's a really bad speller, so he spelled Satan instead. So yeah, it looks really funny and silly, and I'm excited. Send it back, pick it up later, is called Lights Out, which somebody recommended to me. I think Anna recommended it to me while we were at the retreat. We were talking about all the books. So I'm excited to listen to that one. She said it was really good. And then I also have I have the physical book. I bought the physical book, but now my library has the audiobooks of the Hades and Persephone series. From Persephone's perspective, it's like a touch of darkness, a touch of malice, a touch of blah, 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 blah. But from Hades, it's like a game of, and so I think it's called a Game of Fate, and it's the first one. So that one's coming up too. So yeah, and then I also put Onyx Storm, which is the next one in the Fourth Wing series, on hold. It says several months because it does not come out until like January or February, but I will get it when it first comes out, and I'm very excited about that one. Anyway, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment, like the video, all those things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.